وقال الله تعالى قل إن صلاتي ونسكي ومحياي ومماتي لله رب العالمين لا شريك له وبذلك أمرت وأنا أول المسلمين. وقال الله تعالى بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شأنك هو الأبتر. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, in the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful, surely we have given you Kawthar. The Kawthar means is abundance, and Kawthar means could be also the river in paradise, which Prophet Muhammad will receive from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded, Fasalli li rabbika wanhar, so pray to your Lord and make anhar. Anhar means is sacrifice. So the salah first and sacrifice. The Prophet Muhammad said, if somebody slaughtered the animals before the Salatul Eid, then that's the food for his family. It is not accepted. So now salah, and inshallah after that we are going to slaughter our cows and goats, and Allah will accept. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Allah is saying to Prophet Muhammad to say to the people, say, surely inna salati, surely my salah, my prayers, wa nusuki, and my sacrifice, wa mahyayi, and my living, wa mamati, and my dying, lillahi rabbil alameen, all for Allah, the Lord of the world. So our purpose of our life, that we are living for Allah and we are dying for Allah. Our prayer for Allah, our charity for Allah, our sacrifice for Allah. Today is a day of sacrifice. What are you going to sacrifice? If you are only sacrificing animals which they are sacrificing in the name of Allah, actually they are the one real sacrificing, because they are giving their lives to become our food. And that's the same example for us, that how these animals are giving their life to become our food. The same way we work for Allah to become good for the people of the world, to make good for the people of the world, not to evil. Everybody we want to be good. Everybody we want to be beneficial. We don't want to be cursed for everyone, and we only want to be blessing for the people of the world for the sake of Allah. That is the concept of sacrifice. That we have to sacrifice all our bad deeds. We have to sacrifice all our sins. We have to sacrifice meaning here to slaughter. Slaughter our bad deeds, slaughter our sins, slaughter our bad doings, slaughter our bad habits. If you have a habit of lying, slaughter today. If you have a habit to break your promise, slaughter it today. If you have a habit to do the bad business, slaughter it today. If you have a habit for some addictions, taking drugs, slaughter this habit today. If you have a habit to take alcohol, slaughter it today. If you have a habit to take a cigarette, slaughter it today. This is the day of sacrifice. Sacrifice your own bad attitudes. If you have a sacrifice to hate people in your heart, sacrifice today. If you have a habit to hate people in the heart, you have lots of hatred in the heart, your heart is burning because of this hatred, remove this one now. Slaughter this one now. What is the best thing you can do today? Say to your heart, all the people I am angry, all the people I hate today, I forgive them all for Allah. Prophet Muhammad said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that there is a time when Allah will judging people on the day of judgment. The two brothers will come. And the one brother said that he did not pay my rights. And Allah said, show him the paradise, the big palaces in paradise made of silver and gold, and with the pearls and diamonds. And Allah said, these palaces, he said, who for these palaces? Maybe for the prophets, for the other people. Allah said, that is for you, that is for him who forgives his brother, who forgives other people. So he said, okay Allah, this one my brother, I forgive everything. Then Allah will say, both of you go to paradise, this is for you. So how great is the sacrifice? Your own bad habits, your own bad attitudes. One of the bad attitude, we have attitude of people talking backbite. Somebody is not around, but you have to talk about him in his absence. That's like Allah said in the Quran, it is like eating the dead meat of your brother or dead meat of your sister. According to the Quran, innamal mu'minuna ikhwa, surely the believers are brothers. So one brotherhood is all the children of Adam. All the human beings are children of Adam. But there is a more superior brotherhood, is brotherhood in faith. Innamal mu'minuna ikhwa, surely the believers are brothers, or the believers are sisters. Brothers and sisters. So there's a relation of la ilaha illallah. If all the people who say La ilaha illallah, they have a one great brotherhood. This is called the brotherhood in faith. That we all believe in one Allah, one God Almighty, and we are brothers in that faith. Keeping hatred in your heart, it will be not a clean heart. That heart cannot go to paradise. Only the heart can go in the paradise which is clean, which has no hatred. Prophet Muhammad said one of his greatest sunnah, one of his greatest attitude he teach to his servant Anas radiallahu anhu, every morning and every evening, clean your heart, remove all the hatred. Nobody you hate in your heart. I don't like my heart to be painful and hurt and anger and fire inside, because when you hate someone, when you angry someone, you are burning your heart. Who is the loser? You are the loser. You are the loser because you are burning your heart with this hatred. You are burning your heart with this jealousy. You are burning with heart this hasad, with hatred and with anger. Make heart very, very comfortable and peaceful. Nobody here in my heart is I hate. My heart has only love and mercy. And then your heart will become a beautiful heart, a good heart which is deserved to go to paradise. But the heart with hatred, with anger and with fire cannot go to any place except the fire only, because it's hard with fire. More you forgive people, the more you feel sukoon, more you get comfortable in your heart, and more you get more closer to Allah. Because Allah is also love the heart which is not hating anyone, which have no hatred there. Of course, those people who are committing shirk and idol worshipping and they are associating partners with Allah, we hate them. We hate them for Allah, but we don't want to keep in the heart. We want to forget them. Like Prophet Ibrahim, when his father was idol worshipper, what he did? He go away from him. He go to the other place to start preaching about oneness of Allah in Jerusalem. And then later he brought his family to Makkah to bring his family, and he led this family there, even though there was nothing to survive there. But he left there but for Allah. Then Allah made arrangement for them, everything. Allah bring the water Zamzam for them. Allah bring the blessings for them. Allah bring the tribe there. And Allah make the new generation there. And Allah make the great generation from there, which later after some 1,000 years, it becomes the ruler in the world. And they bring the Islam in the world. And Islam is the same religion of Prophet Ibrahim. It's not a new religion. Same religion of Prophet Ibrahim. That's why Prophet Muhammad said, Millata abikum Ibrahim Hanifa, I follow the religion of my father Ibrahim. So now is the day of sacrifice. Now is the day of slaughtering. Not just we slaughter the cows and goats and sheep. We have to slaughter our bad deeds. We have to slaughter our bad attitude. We have to slaughter our bad actions. No hatred, no anger, no jealousy, no backbiting, no bad words, no hurting people with our tongue and with our hands. Become good attitude, become good akhlaq. وقال الله تعالى بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شأنك الأبتر قل إن صلاتي ونسكي ومحياي ومماتي لله رب العالمين لا شريك له وبذلك أمرت وأنا أول المسلمين. The same verses from Surah Quran that Allah said فصل لربك وانحر, that pray then make sacrifice. So remember, this is a ruling here. Sacrifice must be after Salah. So Salah finish, khutbah finish, dua finish, then make sacrifice with intention that I am sacrificing this for the sake of Allah. We are spending this money for the sake of Allah, to show the love to Allah. It was supposed to be that Ibrahim alayhi salam was sacrificing his son, and that became the tradition that all the fathers will slaughter their sons. But Allah mercy, He changed the Ismail to the sheep, and the sheep was slaughtered in behalf of Ismail, and that's the tradition now. So we are just slaughtering the cows and goats and camels and sheep. But there was another sacrifice, not on the 10th of Zulhijjah, the Ismail, but his grandson Hussein was slaughtered on 10th of Muharram. He was sacrificed in the way of Allah to strengthen the Islam, that he don't want to accept the monarchy in Islam. He wants the Khilafah in Islam, which is with the understanding of all the believers, and not that the father can appoint his son as a higher, as a inheritor, and which is prohibited in Islam. That's called the monarchy or kingship or the kingdom, which is in many Middle East countries are implemented, which is haram in Islam, because in Islam is Khilafah and there is no such thing of monarchy in Islam. And then Prophet Ibrahim was given so many sacrifices, besides giving his son for sacrifice, but Allah changed it with the sheep. Also, he left his family in Makkah by the command of Allah when there was no water, nothing to feed to his family. And then when they have nothing, then the wife was running between two mountains. So Allah liked that action. Then Allah is commanding us, Allah wants us to run between these two mountains for 7 times. It's a part of the Hajj. And the Kaaba was built by Prophet Ibrahim and Ismail, and we are commanded to circumambulate the Kaaba during Hajj. And in the Mina is staying also. And then fasting could be also the Hajj day, because the family of the Prophet Ibrahim was hungry, so Allah liked the action, so He wants us to fast. Allahu Alam. And then when the Prophet Ibrahim stood to build the Kaaba, that place is us to pay through Akat. Maqam Ibrahim mentioned in the Quran. And then Mina, when we are one of the rituals today is Zulhijjah, 10th Zulhijjah, to throwing the stone. There's 3 places when Prophet Ibrahim was tempted by his shaitan not to give sacrifice, his son. Then he throw the stone 3 times, and that's part of the Hajj and obligation for us to same places throw the stone, imitating Prophet Ibrahim, that we are also stoning shaitan and not to following. Even though shaitan is not actually there, but there's just marking there to throw that and to say that I'm going to against shaitan. I'm not following shaitan, but I'm going to follow the commands of Allah.